On Major League debut to Alou, and he is choking on a splinter. Guzman, his first career strikeout, goes 8 innings, gives up just 4 hits. 8th inning, Diamondbacks up 2-1. Guzman is the pitcher. Mitch Milewski sends it to left center. Steve Finley, the fine catch, disregards the wall until he hit it. Slams into it hard and went down in some pain as he's on the floor. Finley will be helped off, had to leave the game. Nothing that some Mercurochrome won't fix. He's speaking after the game. He's okay. 9th inning. Astros down 2-1, 1 out. Matt Manti in. Runners at first and second, and Lance Berkman conks it to Tony Womack, 6-4-3. Diamondbacks win it 2-1 and sweep the series. Now back to Guzman. Wins his Major League debut. He left baseball in 1990, Linda. Worked for 7 years as a carpenter. His manager, Buck Showalter, said he's been pitching in Latin ball, and I've been down there. You can cut the tension with a knife. Whatever the case, Griffey did come off the bench to fly out, and the Reds lost to the Cardinals. Thursday night, he was feeling well enough to play at the start. Who knows about his feelings? But the story remains only partly about Ken Griffey Jr. The Reds as a whole are insecure and losing contact with St. Louis. Division lead 10 before this game. Dante Bichette facing Rick Ankiel here. Ankiel got into him down on the shin. The bruise, big early. Bichette left for x-rays, negative fortunately for him, but out of the game. Second, and Keith McDonald come to the plate, second career at bat. Going back to Tuesday, his first Major League at bat, put it in the seats. Come back to Thursday, second ever Major League appearance at the plate. McDonald's going to get his name in the paper. Over the wall to tie the game at 3 apiece. 2 homers and 2 Major League at-bats. Only the second player in Major League history to do that. Bob Neiman of the 51 St. Louis Browns was the other. Saw Mark McGwire, the slugger. He was applauding it. Irritated his right knee, and he was out of this thing in the 3rd inning. To the 3rd, tied at 3. Ankiel against Dimitri Young. Young goes to left. Ray Lankford can't get it. Chris Steins, Barry Larkin come and score. Reds get a 5-3 lead. Add a bunch more and win it 12-6. The Reds cranked out 13 hits, avoided being swept, made a small dent in that St. Louis lead. Cardinals played without Jim Edmonds, still sick with the flu. Alex Ochoa had 3 hits and a career-high 4 RBI for the Reds. Kenneth, he was 1 for 5.
Game win streak in 2 years. Jose Hernandez against Paul Bird. Hernandez not scared of heights. His 10th home run of the year. Brewers were up 1-0. Top of the 3rd, Phils with a bases loaded. Scott Rowland. Rowland, he was 3 for 5, but he pops up there, 2 outs. Next batter, All-Star Mike Lieberthal. That's a grounder. Not what he wanted to do. End of threat as the Phillies left 12 men on base in this game. Top 6, Brian Hunter facing Jeff D'Amico. The smash to the wall. Jeff Jenkins says, don't even go there. Brewers win 4-2, snapping a 3-game losing skid, and at the same time ending the Phils' win streak at 5. Infield put the shift on for Mo Vaughn. Good strategy, right? Paul Abbott on the mound facing Mo. What was I saying about good strategy? Doesn't matter. It's Mo Vaughn. Home run number 22 on the year. 1-0 Anaheim. Top 3, same score. 2 runners on for Edgar Martinez. The Major League leader in RBIs facing Jared Washburn, but Martinez can't find it. Washburn, 5 innings, 4 hits allowed, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks. 3-0 Angels. Ricky Henderson looking to tie Ted Williams for second all-time in walks. Does just that. He's now 43 behind Babe Ruth. Bottom 6, still 3-0 Angels. Bases full for Scott Spezio. Opposite way, Spezio's only hit. It drives in 2, and the Angels find a way, find an answer against the Mariners, finally beating them. Darren Erstad got his 136th hit of the year. That's the most for any major leaguer before the All-Star break since 1974. Seattle loses for just the 7th time in 26 games. One more note. Angels pitcher Tim Belcher went on the DL with a strained right elbow. Brad Radke, the richest player in Twins history, on the mound against Boston. Not having a good day. Nomar says money isn't everything. 4 RBIs for Garcia Parra. His 2nd home run of this game, his 10th of the year. He's hitting .393. Jay Cannizzaro up with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That looks innocent enough, right? Uh-oh. Troy O'Leary, Nomar Garcia Parra, look out. The ball goes flying. Meanwhile, it's a triple for Cannizzaro, his only hit. Nomar and O'Leary obviously shaken up. They're not moving for a while, and they look really scary. Take a look at the replay just in case if you stepped away. Nomar's shoulder actually smashes into O'Leary's chest. Garcia Parra would be okay. He would get up. eventually, and then it just took a little longer for O'Leary. He ended up with a bruised chest. It'll be looked at a little more closely on Friday. Twins score 4 in the ninth, make it interesting to make it 8-6, and then Christian Guzman makes it even more interesting. Guzman 4 for 5 in this game, 2 RBI, 8-7 Red Sox now. Tying run on second, but they have Derek Lowe, all-star, against Matt Lofton. Lofton struggling 0 for 5 on this night. He's hitting .326, and the Red Sox survive. Red Sox completing the sweep, scoring 44 runs in the 4-game series. Brian Daubach drove in 4 of the 8. Go figure it. Radke's first start since signing for that big money. He gives up 8 runs in 7 innings, his worst outing of the season. Top of the second, Yanks in need of good pitching. They didn't get it from Ed Yarnall. Mike Bordick drives in 2-2. It's 2 runs scored in those 2 RBI. It's 4-0 O's. The O's would build up a 7-0 lead on the Yankees. It was 7-1, bottom 2. Sidney Ponson facing Scott Brocious with the bases full. The 4th straight walk given up by Ponson, and Dave Justice trots home. Yankees scratching their way back. Jason Johnson facing Derek Jeter. Jeter with his 3-run home run ties up the game at 7. Jeter's only hit of the game is 9th home run of the year. Next batter, Paul O'Neill. Simply next level. The first back-to-back home runs by the Yanks since April 5th. O'Neill's 10th. The Yanks were up 8-7. Jeter, a big fan. Bottom 4, 10-7 Yankees now. Bernie Williams with a man on. Number 19 for Bernie. Yanks are up 12-7. Jeter, a big fan. Next batter, that's David Justice. This one off Chuck McElroy. Justice's first home run in a Yankee uniform. Derek Jeter, a big fan. Yankees come back to win 13-9. Mike Stanton stopping the bleeding pitching, 3 2/3 of scoreless ball.
Football doctoring technique. Runner at first, 3-0 Toronto. Chris Carpenter on the mound. Rick Leday goes to center, the double. Omar Vizquel trying to score from first. Watch Darren Fletcher has the plate pretty well blocked, but Vizquel got over him. Indians trail 3-1. Jim Fergosi thinks Fletcher tagged Vizquel. He didn't have this kind of state-of-the-art technology. Watch Vizquel stops, pops over, he's safe. Good acrobatic move by this man. We're in the 6th, 2 on, 2 out, 4-3 Toronto. Andrew Lorraine in relief. Carlos Delgado, bueno. Off the wall, Shannon Stewart, Raul Mondesi come to score. Delgado goes 3 for 4, 4 RBI, 6-3 lead. This guy not as good as Dennis Davis, a better drummer. 2 on, 2 out. Billy Koch in for Toronto. Richie Sexton, he's leaving. That's more beer for us. Cleveland lost, but Kenny Lofton gets a certificate of participation. Fine catch, but Toronto's your winner by a count of 9-6. Show them what they've won. The Jays got large production out of Delgado and Shannon Stewart. You heard it's Kevin Brown. And he hits it over some fencing they've set up in the outfield. Sean Green is furniture here. Padres lead at 2-0. Number 18, rather, for Nevin. 4th inning, Adrian Beltre. Home. Or on. Rivera just surrenders at the end here. Dodgers lead at 3-2. Beltre's 8th. Kevin Brown struck out the side in the 4th. There's Klesko, Nevin, Brett Boone. They're all leaving. Struck out the side in the 5th, too. In the 8th, 5-3 Dodgers. Bases loaded. Sean Green going to left. Al Martin had much trouble with it. Obviously did not rent the Tom Amansky defensive drills video. It's endorsed by Fred McGriff. Many people score, 3 of them, in fact. By the way, Todd Hundley hit a home run, his 13th in the last 25 games. We're in the 6th, 4-2 Rocks. Felipe Crespo's up 1 on. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. Crespo's in the boat, and it's not significant to him. 4-4 tie, 9th inning, 5-5. JT Snow, Mike Myers throwing. Watch the double play pull off here. Todd Helton throws for 2nd for the Force. Myers and Snow collide, and there's cheating against Myers. Snow is given first base, and then Jeff Kent off Stan Belinda going to left. Snow given first base on the controversial play. He scores from first. A crawl-off double. New Giants RBI record before the All-Star break, by the way. Kent with 82. We're hosed down. We're in the 3rd, no score. 1 on. John Burkett against Jose Vidro. Goes up the middle. Peter Bergeron comes to score. 1-0 the Expos. Vidro goes 3 for 5. Vlad Guerrero. Home. Run. 23rd for him. Expos lead at 4-0. Bottom 9, 4-2 Expos. 2 out, 1 on. Kilvy Alvarez. He's your batter against Steve Klein. If it's foul, it's a strike. Strike. Worked it to 3-2. Long at bat, full count here, and grounds this to Orlando Cabrera. Silly hop, but he wings it across. Expos win it 4-2. The Expos took 3 out of 4 in Atlanta. This win got them to 500, 7 back of Atlanta in the NL East. The Braves lead of the Mets down to a game and a half now. Vlad Guerrero and Jose Vidro are both batting .500 against Braves pitching this season. You can't explain it, Vidro said. We can.